Testing, testing. Ladies, how y'all doing? Fellas, y'all doing all right? Welcome, welcome. Hey, Angela. Seema's in the house. Welcome. It's so good to see everybody. Hey, Pamela. Okay, we got the Graham fam and the tube team over here. Y'all, let me just check my levels really quick. I'm hearing myself back, which it's a little jarring, but I'm glad y'all here. We gonna bring the vibes, and yeah. All right, we're going to test this out now. All right. Glad y'all can hear the music. Hey, Benati, welcome. It's so good to see your name here. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I see muted, but I know that there's a slight delay on the chat. Jess T is Andy, my husband. Shout out to him, y'all. He was up all night, sort of like fixing the audio because we did stream yesterday. Um, your voice is muted on this page. On Instagram, Pamela, okay. Andy was letting me know that we are a little bit delayed, so just catching up with y'all. Okay, Odd Owl, you said you hear me, Jess T, good, nice, be naughty, loud and clear, perfect. Thank y'all for letting me know. Perfect, Pamela. We hear you now. Hey, we with it. Y'all, this is like so great. I'm glad y'all are here. We were just vibing out yesterday for the Cosmic Creative. Um, Actually, I can do this. Maybe I can just turn me down a little bit in my hear myself back as well. Um, so yeah, yesterday we were painting pretty much this whole weekend. I'm calling it a cosmic creative weekend, just bringing some good vibes during this shopping weekend. I'm not super big on Black Friday, whatever, but today is Small Business Saturday, so I'm sharing some creative vibes with y'all, painting, but also letting y'all know about some of the goodies that's in the shop. So of course, for the new folks who are here. Um, I feel like for the most part, there's some everybody just about knows me. But what's nice about YouTube is that I keep these up for a replay and new people find me every time. So welcome. Okay. I'm Aramis Hamer. I'm an artist out in Seattle, Washington. And I paint large scale, colorful cosmic queens. But today we are at home. We vibing. Okay, y'all. We got the coffee mug. Shout out to my mom. My mom in love. I mean, we don't really say mom in law, but my mom in love, Mama T, she got me this mug. I think it's so cute. Christmas is right around the corner. Let me know in the chat what y'all drinking. What y'all got? Do y'all got some tea? Is it still coffee time for you? I know it's 6 o'clock somewhere, so maybe you got some of the wine. We were on some paint and sip wine vibes last night. So today, since it is a little bit earlier, I'm like, we gonna do some coffee. Y'all, I'm gonna get my paints out today. So I already started the baseline for this. So yesterday we painted for about an hour and a half, and this is what came of her. This is just our goddess, head in the clouds, I think is what I'm calling her. She's just tuning into herself, her inner soul, her spirit, tuning out the world for a moment because I think every now and again ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it's helpful to just go within to ground. I see we got quite a bit of my tube team over here, so y'all know I got a video on the channel talking about how I stay grounded. It's usually in the trees, the water, vibing out somewhere, hugging a tree. So that's how I stay grounded and allowing myself to get away a little bit from the noise of the city and the world. So I think that's the energy of sis. She's giving head in the clouds. So I figure today we can add more details to her. I worked in some blue and some white to really give these fluffy clouds. And then I started the beginning of some butterflies in her hair. I love butterflies. They really symbolize transformation, change, metamorphosis. And we definitely in some changing times. And yeah, 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 Pamela, this is my home studio. You said agua. Okay, yes. Stay hydrated with the water. Stay hydrated. What else y'all drinking? Okay. Chasing joy with Jazz. Hey, Jazz. Oh, it's so great that you're here. Okay, Ra, you said some tea for now. Wine later. Yes, honey. Okay, we had some red wine last night, a cab. Oh, Jazz, it's so great to see your name. Y'all, much love and shout out to my dear friend and art collector, Jazz. She has so many original paintings of my work, and that just like means the world. It truly does. As well as Prince, too. Ah, Jazz, I was loving um, the Instagram reel that you created. Like you painted the wall black. Like, girl, you are an artist. Claim that creativity, and that was beautiful to see you claim that energy in the caption too. So just loving what you're doing. Okay, much love to Jazz, y'all. Okay, Angela, you said butterflies are your favorite. Mine too. I have a butterfly tattoo on my like hip waist, and so it's like a butterfly. And as the butterfly is flying, it's making music notes, and then the music notes transition to a pencil, and it writes the word liberation. So I love butterflies too. To me, they also symbolize freedom. We were talking about what animal we would be in our past life, and I was saying I was probably a bird. Love you back, love you back. You said this is beautiful, Jess. Thank you. You know, she's still a work in progress. There's still some layers that need to be done on her, but glad you vibing with it. Odd Owl, you said just decorated for Christmas, so cookies and milk natural. Your own Santa Claus, being your own Santa. I'm with that. I'm with that. You said cookies and milk. I love it. Y'all, Andy be baking cookies. I be like, babe, come on. I'm trying to get back to the movement in my body that feels the most in alignment with me. And him baking cookies every night is not helping me get back to where I need to be. But it's all good. I mean, around the holidays, I really just let myself have fun. You know, it's like ain't nobody worried about all that, girl. Eat the damn cookies, okay? How was y'all Thanksgiving? I made a delicious, it was a plant based Thanksgiving. We plant based mostly here at the house. You know, Andy eat whatever he want when he's not at the house, but mostly I cook plant based things, and so it was this delicious recipe that I found for vegan mac and cheese. You make the cheese out of cashews. It's so good. It's so good. Me too. On my back. Oh wow, Angela, you got a butterfly tattoo on your back? Oh, that's so cool. I was thinking about for the YouTube channel doing like a tattoo tour because I got quite a few tattoos, but I'm like, girl, ain't nobody trying to see all that. But let me know. Let me like. I mean, I don't know if y'all are. A lot of my tattoos have meanings, so I think that would be fun. It's been such a while since I've gotten new tattoos. It's time for me to get some new ink. Who else tatted up out there? Y'all got some tats? Do they mean anything special for y'all? Or like I know there's quite a few people who don't have meanings for their tattoos, and I think that's totally fine too. They like, hey, look, I ain't care, I ain't worried about the skin, you know. It's just my meat suit. I'm like, hey, that's cool too. You know, I guess everything doesn't have to have a meaning. So it's fun just to kind of use the skin as a coloring book. I can hear my mom disagreeing in my head. Okay, 'cause she wasn't even a fan of my tattoos. But I'm like, look, mom, you only live once. Oh, you say you had a plant based Thanksgiving too, Jazz? Okay, nice. Oh, but you had it catered, girl. Yes. Okay. Ain't nobody about to be dirtying up these dishes. Look, let me hire somebody. Look, I'm trying to be like you when I grow up. You said you had it catered. Yes, that's goals right there. That's goals. Yeah, it was just me and Andy for the most part, so it wasn't too crazy. Feel like I didn't have to make too much food. But okay, Rod, I got you. You said send you the recipe. I could send you the recipe. I could snap a pic of it because I got it out this plant-based book. It's a book that I have here. I keep it in the kitchen on the counter to remind me to try the new recipes, and I love cooking. It's really fun for me. So Thanksgiving is really one of my favorite holidays because I feel like I have an excuse to spend all day in the kitchen. I'm like, okay, it's Thanksgiving. I'm about to cook all day. Like, nobody can bother me. It's like, oh, I'm cooking for Thanksgiving, and people will understand, you know. But other days, I feel like I have to, I feel like I can't take all that time to just cook in the kitchen. Old school karate. You said you're a great artist. Thanks for sharing. Thank you. I appreciate you for being here. Yeah, so we're just adding some more layers from yesterday. That replay is on the channel. So if y'all curious to see how we started this piece, that video would be a great one to watch. So what I'm doing now is just like building up some layers on it. This first stream was originally called, instead of a paint with me, it was going to be a journal with me, because I do love to journal and I wanted to share with you all about some of the journals that we have in the shop. But I was also like, girl, a journal with me, like, what are what they just gonna watch me write? You know? So I was like, you know what, we're gonna keep the painting vibes going. But if you do love to write as much as I do, then you should definitely check out some of the things we got in the shop. We got some journals there, clutch bags, as well as prints and a few scarves. So, yeah, those are some of the things. I transformed the zodiac paintings into also some of the candles too. Yeah, so we got candles there. If you are a patron, then you have access to those discount codes all year round, and those are posted in Patreon for you. So we got Ra over here. Ra is a patron, so thank you so much, y'all. Pretty much, I was saying these streams are sponsored by my patrons. They are really the ones who are contributing to my creative career on a consistent basis. That's a lot of C's. But super grateful for them. The highs and lows of the creative process. My patrons are really holding me down. So I'm super grateful for them. Right, you said, what's the name of the book? I'm not sure the name of the book. Hey, would you mind handing me that recipe book? Andy's in the back chilling. So if he hears me, he might grab it. But yeah, I can definitely let you know the name of that. Hey, RY, you said you're swatching some art supplies right now. This live is perfect. Oh, great. I love your videos. Happy painting. Thank you so much. That means a lot. And it's perfect. Look, you got me just vibing around in the back while you swatching the new art supplies. It always feels like Christmas playing with new art supplies, you know? Oh, that's great. Yeah, so much love to my patrons who make so much of this possible for me. I'm definitely on a journey of building up my Patreon community. My goal is to get to 200 patrons, which like sounds so crazy. When I verbalize that out, knowing now I think I have around 120, and it's like even that number blows my mind. Just the continuous support of my community just really means a lot. So, yeah, all that information is down in the description if y'all curious about becoming a patron. But yeah, love the group over there. Sim, you said, what more do you do to feel? What more do you feel to add to this beautiful piece? How do you know when it's done? Oh, thank you. That's a good question. Right now, I don't think I'm going to add much. Right now, what it's about is like crisping up some of those details, smoothing out some of the transitions. Yesterday, when I was putting the paint on the canvas, it was just really, really rough, which is fine. I kind of like that too. I like seeing some of the brush strokes. I like people knowing that it's a real painting. It's a hand created painting. um, Digital painting is also painting too. So not to say it like that, but yeah, just like letting people actually see the brush strokes that's involved. So I don't mind that roughness, but for me, I like to continue to add to a painting. I like for it to feel rich, So when you are putting painting down on a canvas, especially if you building up those layers, it can start thin where you're still seeing a lot of the canvas coming through. And so I like to build it up where you can't really see much of the canvas. It feels like a rich, multiple layers of paint has been put down. And to me, that adds a lot of body. That adds a lot of body and depth to the piece that makes it feel like she's coming out of the canvas. She's here, she's present, she's a fully formed, sentient being who's ready to be witnessed by the world. So for me, it's really a feeling of um, richness or density, like all of these creative ideas start in our mind. They're just like these ethereal, whimsical ideas that don't have tangibility. But to bring it down to the physical form, I want her being to feel dense. I want her to feel present, and so that's really kind of the feeling. Um, yeah, so and thank you for that question. Y'all know I can go on a whole rant, so let me make sure I get caught up. Thank you, Rye. You said love your videos and the co-creators club. Yes, thank you so much for being a patron. Really, really does mean a lot. Oh, hey, Star, welcome back. Yes, yes, we're adding more to this beauty. Yep, odd out. I am using acrylic paints. Yeah, so we're just adding a little bit more to her, finishing out for Cosmic Creative Weekend. So I'm going live today, as well as the last day is gonna be Monday. So yeah, just vibing out, adding some more to her. And to be real, she doesn't need a lot more details. It's just about making her more rich. Let me bring it a little bit closer so maybe you can kind of let me kind of see. Yeah. Oh, okay. Here you can hand it to me. Okay, thanks. Okay. Um, Rod, the stream is on a little bit of a delay, and so Andy recently heard me about the book. He brought it in from the kitchen. So this is the book, Vegan Bowl Attack. Look, I'm sharing my recipe books and everything by Jackie Sobin. Really good. So many good recipes in this book. Highly, highly recommend. Yes, yes. Yes, Seema, thank you. You said love the cotton candy vibes going on. Oh, yes, nice. I'm with that. It is giving cotton candy too. Nice. I was thinking clouds. But yeah, no, I could see the cotton candy. So this is, and I love this book is so beautiful too. Like the photography, the food photography is just so amazing. So amazing. But with the vegan cheese that she made, I also make nachos from this cheese. So I mixed it in my mac and cheese for Thanksgiving, and I also use it for nachos. And so it's a cheesy, let me see if you can see it. It's a cheesy. Am I really doing this? Whatever. Look, raw eggs, okay? It's cheesy cheddar sauce. And I'm gonna send you the link to. I'm gonna take a picture of it and send it to you, maybe on Patreon or in the. Let me see what would probably be easier. Instagram DM. Yeah, I can send it to you. So he has cashews, nutritional yeast, tomato paste, onion powder, Dijon mustard, turmeric, some other little things. Okay, but yeah, so good, so good. Absolutely. Love that. And Andy, he's not fully plant based, and he even likes the mac and cheese. He'd be like, "Babe, this slap," And I'm like, "Yep, it's vegan." It's such a satisfying feeling, like when you make something that's really good, and a non-vegan eater likes it. It's like, yes, nailed it. Super satisfying. So yeah, pretty much I'm just adding more richness. I was trying to bring the canvas a little bit closer so that y'all could see how thin it looks. Like I know on the camera it might look good, but in person, the layers are still kind of thin. From the first video, you can kind of see I started very thin and built up. So now it's just like bringing in that depth, bringing in those shadows, and really adding the contrast to pull her face out. You know? Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah, so that's really what we got going on. So I'm just adding some of that in. And then for me, I'll just go into a zone and just build up. build up these layers. Sometimes I just take my finger to like blend out some things if I really don't want to see too many brush strokes. I'll thin that out. Her lips are cute, but they give him like tight lip, like she's kind of like balling her lips up. So for that, I'm just going to extend out like the tips, the corner of her mouth, because just when you think about the proportion, it's like her nose is significantly bigger than her lips. So I'm just going to bring out her mouth a little bit. I do like the Cupid's bow that she got going on. I'm going to curve her up a little bit because I kind of want her to have a bit of a smile going on, like a little bit of a smirk. So much of the painting journey is just like trusting the process, you know? Even when things start looking a little crazy, it's like, hey, trust the process. Just keep on going. Because if you keep going, it'll come together in the end. And then I am using a fluid medium, so that's helping me blend. Acrylics does dry really fast, so it's helping to slow down the drying time and allowing me to work with the paint a little longer until I get it how I want it to be. Yeah, so just bringing out her mouth a little bit more. Yeah, now that's a little bit better. It's not like she's scowling at us or like got her face all clenched up. Bring her mouth out a little bit wider. And bring some highlights in there. Something super loose. Nice. Yeah, so the other thing I would think I added is more detail to the almost non-existent butterflies. Like they're really just hearts at this point. But what I want to do is work in some more details to it. Like maybe some patterns on the wings of the butterfly and like the little butterfly antenna, you know. Thank you, Star. You see me. You said, now I can hear the music. I feel the vibe you were attempting last night. 100%. Like to be so far in the stream and realize that y'all couldn't hear the music, I was like, really? Really? Knowing that I could hear the music. So it's like, this is what I was hearing in my head. So I'm like, okay, cool. They vibing with me. They here, you know. But it worked out. I'm glad y'all was still vibing with just my voice. So I appreciate that. I need to change the title of that video though. The video, I think I called it like, you're at a paint and sit with some chill lo-fi vibes. It's like, girl, there's no lo-fi vibes in that. Like there's no music in that video. You might need to go change the title. So yeah, I'm gonna go back and change the title on that. So I think this is more of the lo-fi vibes that I was talking about. Angela said, oh, how I wish I knew how to paint. Yeah, you know, it just takes practice. You know, with everything we can definitely do with practice. It's been a journey, you know. I've probably been painting for over 20 years at this point. But thank you, though. I appreciate that. I feel like it's also a compliment and a acknowledgement of the time it takes to paint. It's definitely a journey. But it's something that's so much fun and free for me. Before I was an artist, I was a registered nurse. And so I would just come home and I had a similar like a little easel set up like this in my living room, and I would just paint, and it was just my little place of peace, my little safe haven. And so it's still my place of peace. But I've learned I've had to like split things up a little bit. But having this little home studio has been really nice. Part of me even doing a home studio is because we recently moved and my commute to my big studio is pretty far. So I was like, okay, I can't drive 40 minutes every time I want to paint. Like, girl, set your studio back up at home. Oh, you said I'm a charcoal girl, but I would love to learn paint as well. Nice. Charcoal is fun. It's very loose and very flowy. Um, yeah, I love color though, so I feel like I need the color of paints. 100%. Yeah, so I recently came home, set up my studio here, and I have a studio tour on my channel, and that's of my main studio, but I think I'm going to do one of my home studio soon. I feel like that could really connect with a lot of people because the average person is just creating at their home, So that'll be fun to share. Right, you said I'm getting back in my painting flow. It's my peace. It helps me transmute energy / my feelings, especially as an empath. I feel you. I was stuck for a while. I feel that 100%. It definitely helps me transmute my feelings as well. Because they can be complex, But painting is such a beautiful vehicle to get that out. I think it also depends on the person too, because I know for a lot of people I know, they're also writers, or they're poets, and they like to write to get the feelings out. So I think it's good to know what type of person you are. So if you're saying painting is the thing for you, then that's great. Yeah, I was telling the folks earlier that this was going to be a journal with me stream. And I was going to share some of the journals that we have in the shop. Those are still there, though, if anybody wants to get anything from the shop. But yeah, I feel like just watching me writing a book might not be too interesting. But you know what I've been starting to do more, especially as I've been sharing on YouTube, is taking voice notes. I do that a lot, and it helps me so much to get my feelings out and to transmute the energy. And it also helps me to go back and reflect. I found like that's been the most important thing for me, is to actually go back and read my journal notes or listen to what I'm saying. It's been such a beautiful window into the soul to help me see the patterns that I'm repeating. I'll go back and listen to my voice recordings and I'm like, girl, you complaining about the same thing. Like, you done said the same thing. When are you about to make a change? So it also holds me accountable, where it helps me to get out that loop of just repeating myself and also remembering my goals, So that's really been something that I've been loving. Oh, this is fun. She's giving butter. Can y'all see the butterfly details? It's kind of cute. Can't see that. Oh, maybe a little bit. Like now she's flying, Now it's giving detail. Now we got it. Now it's giving. she's coming together. Okay. She's coming together. Right, you said, yes, I write poetry too. That's my other thing. LOL. I started off with poetry at a young age. I just started painting. Oh, great. Nice. Yeah. Do you still have your journals from when you was a kid? Like, oh, that was so much fun. You could have dived back in that. See what you was writing about. That's all. I love looking back at my old writing, especially when I was young. I'm like, girl, you were worried about, I don't know, this little 12-year-old boy, like you just look back and you like, this stuff don't even matter, girl. Stuff that we thought was like such a big deal, or like, oh, if I don't get into this college, or if I don't get accepted to this, or whatever. And like now we look back and it's comical. It's comical how much it doesn't matter, you know? Yeah. He say it now. Keep me going on the stream, babe. Let me know if we got any tech issues. He's like my monitor, making sure we're good. But feeling like we're good. It was definitely a shocker yesterday that the music wasn't coming through, but I feel like we're good now. Andy was working on it all night. If anybody was up at 3 a.m, my channel was live. Okay, it was Andy doing tests, and like people were commenting like hi, and I was like, babe, I just don't want to go live to the public, He's like, well, I just gotta test this in real time. And so it was funny seeing some of my subscribers up at 3 a.m. on the live. So much love to y'all, but that was Andy testing the audio for me. Nice, right? You said I love the details. Yes, I still have some journals. Oh, not yeah. Crack those open soon and take a look and see what you was writing about. Hey, Nisi, welcome. You said I do color pencil art, but want to start painting again. I tried one piece, messed it up, so now afraid to start again. Crazy. Oh, I feel you. The creative process is one big mess up. It honestly is, and so it takes so much courage to keep going. But that's really what it takes, But it's like it's a muscle. It's a practice where once you keep showing up for yourself, it'll continue to build confidence, and you'll be like, yeah, I'm okay with this, And I also remind myself, like, hey, it's just a painting, It's just a painting. It's like art is wonderful and it's amazing, but it's also just art, And it's supposed to be a fun and free process. And even for me as a professional artist, where like I'm sharing my art with the world, and like it, there might be pressure for it to look good or look a certain way. I've released that because one, I'm just grateful for my background working as a nurse, because I felt like the mistakes there really impacted somebody's life. Like if I gave somebody the wrong medication, that would have a major impact on somebody's life. Versus now with a painting, it's like if I mess up, that's okay. It's just a painting. I can paint right over it. And so it reminds me to continuously to try to show up free and flowy. And remember that this is a practice rooted in fun, rooted in fun. And at the end of the day, especially if this isn't your profession or something, it's like nobody has to see it. Like nobody has to see it. You can mess up in private. You don't have to share it, and then you can paint right over it and try again. And that's really what I try to do. Just keep going and keep trying again. I'm super inspired by Picasso's work. I'm like, man, that must have been so brave for him to. I mean, one, he has such a long career, but he continuously changed his styles and his approach and had all these different series and collections. And so many were completely different from each other. I'm like, man, like, how bold of him to make those changes, especially as a professional artist where you're like, oh, I make this one thing and people like this. So you almost feel like you have to keep making that. And for him to be like, yeah, no, I'm about to, I'm about to invent cubism. You know what I mean? Like I'm about to just like do something crazy on y'all and it's gonna shake the world, you know? So I think what's so great about being an artist is that some things that we might even think are like mistakes or like we destroyed it, whatever, it might be the beginning of a revolution, you know? So it's like keep going, keep trying. Yeah, so now I'm just like adding in a little bit of depth. You see, so just like darkening up around the hairline. So as I darken those shadows, it's making it look a little bit more fluffy. We starting to pull out the sort of clouds and cotton candy hair, you know? Yeah, so that's starting to look good. I think what I want to do, I want to add a little bit more contrast to her. Let me see. I feel like it looks so different and so much light. If I turn this off, y'all can kind of see some of the contrast is coming through. The light was washing it out a little bit, but that's kind of how it looks to my eye. But I'll bring the light back in so that y'all can see it a little bit more. But I will add a little bit of white. Nice. Yeah, it's giving fluffy. I'm here for it. Nixie's excellent advice. Thank you. My pleasure. I'm glad it resonated. Hey, Charles, welcome. You said, I'm so used to you doing crazy stuff that I expected the craziness. That's hilarious. Yeah, no, today we on some chill vibes. And I'm at home. There's only so much I can do at home. In my studio, I'm able to like get wild, like pour colors everywhere, have it be giant and huge. But yeah, no, with this, we just got like some chill vibes. Yeah, I like what somebody said about the cotton candy. I totally see cotton candy now. Like I'm here for it. We can keep the cotton candy vibes. That's great. That's great. Yeah, that's fun. I think I'm gonna wrap her up. Because then at a certain, it's like because it feels good. Remember, I was talking about it earlier about I can't remember who asked the question about when does it feel done, and like the feeling that I feel, I'm starting to feel that, which like she feels present, she feels here, she feels embodied. So I think what I want to do is just add, make her eyelashes a little bit longer. Yeah, really, really bring those lashes out. Yeah, it's giving whimsical. You said, what's good, girl? Yeah, loving the vibrancy. Thank you. Yeah. We bringing the color today. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, really bringing some wispiness in her eyes. It's so funny. I feel like painting is very similar to makeup. And so sometimes, we'll like put our makeup on, put on foundation, whatever. and then forget about the neck. And then seeing photos when like the face looks completely different from the neck, and it's similar in painting now. You gotta finish the neck. I just looked down and I was like, yeah, there's no depth down here. So if we darken that up to really extend her chin, when that's gonna add that like 3D effect for us, you know? So we're just gonna extend her, add some contrast down here so we can extend her chin. But y'all, this has been so great vibing out. This is gonna be like in addition to the one that we did yesterday. So y'all can kind of add these together. Y'all can watch them together and you can see how this piece fully came together, because we put all the base layers and we started this piece yesterday. And so today I was just finishing up and coming back to reconnect with everybody for the holiday weekend. But I hope y'all enjoyed y'all holidays, okay? Sending y'all so much love. And yeah, just a reminder, we got some of the goodies in the shop. We got some of the journals and the clutch bags. And yeah, would love if y'all got something. That really helps me on the journey. If you are in Seattle, I have quite a bit of my stuff up at some local shops. But I know there's a lot of people on my YouTube channel who's not in Seattle. But if you are in Seattle, I'll send all that out in the newsletter, which is aohamer.com/blog is where you can join the newsletter. But I can show you all the finished piece. This is what we given. I think it was Star. Maybe yesterday was asking if it's for sale. I'm not gonna sell it at the moment. It's just a fun piece that I just wanted to share and like enjoy with y'all. I think at some point though, I will do an auction of maybe all of my live paintings. I've been creating quite a few these days, and so I think this would be a great starting point for new collectors who maybe want to join or start their collection journey at affordable rates, not where it's like, oh, thousands of dollars or something crazy. You know what I mean? Some of these smaller pieces would be a great like starting point for new art collectors. So I think that'd be great. Miriam, am I saying it right? Miriam B Creations. Hey, coming through from the Graham fam. We are just kind of starting to wrap up. We enter in about the last 10 minutes of the stream. So let me know if y'all have any questions in the chat. I'm gonna hang out for about 10 more minutes while I just kind of finish sharing you some of the details and letting you know about some more of the things that we have in the shop. But yeah, so we got, I think so. I was calling her head in the clouds. Okay, so she's just this queen here zoning out, got her head in the clouds. But somebody also shared that it's also looking like cotton candy. So I'm with that. I'm with the little sweet, just sweet tinks, you know? So it's giving sweet, it's giving innocent, it's giving purity. Okay. But it's also giving transformation and change with the butterflies. And I love butterflies. I have a butterfly tattoo. And I think as well as Angela, if you're still here with me, let me know. Yeah, and we got some holy earrings for her. She's just zoning out and really embracing her escapism, guilt free. Sometimes we gotta go to the class. Okay. B Naughty, you said, how do you decide which piece you sell and keep? That is such a great question. It really kind of feels like it's just like a feeling. I feel like with so much of art, it's like this internal feeling process. So sometimes I do enter a piece with the intention of like, okay, cool, this is going to be a part of a collection or a series or a body of work, like similar to the Zodiac collection that I created and premiered last year. And so with that was like intentional around, this is going to be what it is. Like this is going to be available to the public, Ryu said, thank you for the vibe today. Yeah, thank you for being here. It's so great. Beautiful and rested spirit of intimacy. Thank you. And welcome coming from the Graham fam. Sweet Cloudy Thoughts. Rod, that's the name. You just named it, okay? Thank you for that. I love it. Sweet Cloudy Thoughts. Oh my God. I love that so much. Y'all, put it in the chat. Sweet Cloudy Thoughts, okay? I feel like that's gonna be my mantra. Like whenever it get heavy, whenever it get dark, I'm like, girl, sweet cloudy thoughts. Just think sweet cloudy thoughts. So yeah, Be Naughty. It's really like when I start the piece, so even like the intention of starting this piece, I'm like, am I about to sell this piece? It was like, no, I'm just coming through bringing good vibes, and maybe at some point I can sell it, so it'll be a part of an auction. Um, but yes, so for example, with the Zodiac collection, I did think about presenting that to the world as something that I was going to sell, and so those are part of that collection. And so some of these are available on my shop. If you are watching on YouTube, you can see the links below. Art available. Yeah, it's like this little banner that's going by. It says shop.aohammer.com. So these are some of the journals that are in the shop. They are blank on the inside, and they have a cover where you can write your name and everything. And so this was a part of the Zodiac collection where I was having the intention of like, this is a series. I want this to be available to the world. We also have them in clutch bags too. Oh, that's fun. You can kind of see like the front and the back. Oh my God. I love it. Yeah. Oh, I said it right. Miriam B Creations. You missed most of the live. That's okay. No worries. The replay is going to be available on YouTube. So, since you are on Instagram, there is a link in my bio where you can watch the replay on YouTube. And the one from yesterday is on YouTube. So, these were actually, let me show them here. I feel like this screen might be a little bit better. Actually, I don't know if YouTube will demonetize me if I'm showing any nip. But yes, so we also have the greeting cards available on the shop as well. We're doing like a mix and match set. So yeah, let me know if y'all want to get any of those. All of those are available at the shop. And of course, if you're a patron, you already get those discount codes that are hanging out over there for you in Patreon. And I recently did a lock journey video on my main channel. A lot of people found me from that, which was so fun. And I was sharing with the community that I do also have scarves available. So for the queens who like to wrap up their hair at night, I'm so lazy, y'all. Like, I barely wrap my hair up. I need to do better. But yeah, so this was actually a painting that I did called Radiant Earth. And I have those in silk and satin in the shop. Yeah, and those are in the link in my bio on Instagram and in the link in my description on YouTube. Yes, yes. Perfect. Right. Oh, that is a mantra. It's so gonna be my mantra. Oh my God. Well, thank y'all so much. We hung out for about like 53 minutes. I think that's awesome. Yesterday, the live stream was about an hour and a half. Y'all can keep me playing and going live in the background. And of course, if you got any questions, y'all can always email me. And everything that I talked about is available in the description below. I hope y'all have a fantastic holiday weekend, and as well as a beautiful upcoming holiday season. Okay, as well. Whatever you celebrate during this time, sending you so much love, and thank y'all so much for vibing out with me. I'm gonna hang out for a second because I know that the chat is a little bit delayed. Mujala, you said I just realized that I'm not a Patreon, so I do that ASAP. Keep up the girl. Oh, thank you so much, Mujala. Thank you. Look, welcome to the Patreon community for officially becoming a co-creator. Yeah, that's really where it is for me. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. Sorry, say yes. I love those. Um, and then Benani, you ask, oh, are you able to wrap your locks in it? Mine are about your length, I think. Yeah, I now with just how long they are, I can't wrap them all the way to the tips. Actually, wear multiple. What vlog was that? Oh, maybe I just had my hair down. Yeah, if your locks are as long as mine, it won't like cover the entire locks, but I have a square size and a long size. This one is a square where I would just like wear this as a bandana. Can't really see that, but yeah. Yeah, there's some more pictures on my website. Yeah, yeah. Thank y'all. The delay is long, huh? Thank you so much again, Mujale. Really, really appreciate you. And thank you all so much for being here. Okay. I feel like it's such a delay on it. Thank you so much, Angela. Thank you for being here. A big fan over here. This is Nald. Am I saying it right? Oh, Ronald. Okay, Ronald from Indonesia. Oh, welcome. Hey, all the way from Indonesia. Super dope. The Grand Fam, thank you for being here. Yeah, just coming at the point where we are about to wrap up. Okay. Thank y'all so much. And y'all can check out the replay on YouTube. Peace out.